It's my feel-good breakfast show.
We are back on your Feel Good Breakfast Show off the back of Prosper, enjoying the best of the best. That, of course, is a traditional chicken feet. Past 1 year, yeah. He says it's very spicy and delicious.
I've never seen a man so happy before. I think after today, he's officially loving everything about his job. He's going to stay there. You'll probably find him there for the rest of the week as well, just chowing those walkie-talkies.
One by one, he said, you got to take the finger at a time. Well, right now it is time for entertainment news. Let's catch up with our favorite celebrities, both locally and internationally. The first story, a bit of a sadder one, Ryle. I was definitely looking forward to this performance since it was announced, and it's all around a festival that's happening out in Joburg, the Delicious Festival, with Tito Jackson.
Big names, yeah.
So she was headlining along with Jill Scott, but this week, unfortunately, it was announced that one of her brothers, Tito Jackson, had passed away.
Oh, yes, of course.
And so people are now questioning, does that mean that she's not coming? Of course, some doubt around her showing up can be expected. And I think it can also be understood. I mean, if one of your brothers has passed away, then I don't think that I would show up.
My question is how are the fans perceiving this? Because sometimes people can be quite unsympathetic and get angry, like, no, you have to be there. But are they a bit understanding about this?
They are actually. I was looking through some comments on her page and also on Delicious's page, and people were quite understanding with the fact that it's okay, take your time. We miss you. We would have absolutely loved to see you live. That's if she's not coming, but we'll understand if you don't. But I mean, I hope the festival continues. There's still big names. You've got Java on that lineup as well as Jill Scott. So, I mean, there's still so many people to definitely look forward to. So we'll see as time will tell.
It's going to be an incredible weekend, I think, regardless of whether she is there or not. I think it's time for her to deal with the personal issues. I think we live in a day and age where people are a lot more understanding, especially sympathetic of things like this. So nothing but the best of respects as you deal with that loss. And the Jackson 5 is slowly dwindling.
I'm
it's
telling
sad.
you.
Wow.
Our childhoods, Ryle.
I know,
I
man.
know.
Like, what?
That just means we're getting older. But anyway, let's keep it moving to somebody else out in Hollywood. I want to say finally. I want to say let's praise the Lord. I want to say yes.
Hey, I've been following this man. Yeah.
Well, listen, Diddy has got arrested. I don't know if you missed the news, but the man has, I don't want to say been put behind bars. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Of course, we know sexual allegations have been put out, sexual assault and abuse from Cassie in particular. We saw recent footage of that coming up, which could be used as hard evidence. And the police finally had something to put him in cuffs. Again, I'm not going to say behind bars because I don't want to spread rumors, but that's what we're hoping for, because this man truly, I think, has been an example of something that we don't want in society, and we'd be better without him.
Yeah.
His attorney, though, did come to his defense as expected.
Okay, but I've been following this one so closely, and I mean, look, this is just our opinion.
Yes,
this is not fact, so I don't want to say that this is what he's done or not, but it's crazy to think that this is the world we live in right now, and the fact that someone's being held accountable to this. Yes, I think we're celebrating that. I want to know exactly what's happened, though, but I think this is something that is, like you said, finally, I think is a good term. I'm hoping that they have enough to actually hold him, though.
I hope so.
But at the same time, I just hope that the truth really comes out of this situation, because there's so much at play. There's so many intricacies and so many people potentially involved in this.
I'm telling you.
We're not just talking about Diddy here. We're talking about a potential
chain, yes.
Yeah, and it's scary.
And I really hope that they do something about this in terms of accountability, because then he can be used as an example. I mean, we all love Bill Cosby. He also made up a lot of our childhoods, but when he was put behind bars, it was like, okay, some justice is actually being seen in our lifetime. So we kind of hope the same for Diddy, but we'll see as time does move along. But let's get into some local news. This week, especially yesterday, we celebrated Deaf Awareness Month, and today in particular, we celebrated a lot of Chivenda heritage. So those two worlds have kind of come together in a way that was unexpected. A wonderful woman by the name of Makatsi. She is an incredible artist, young artist that's been killing it even globally. Recently won BET for Best International Act. Well, she has come under fire for a recent song that she's released. And I'm not going to lie, it's a great song. The tune is great. It's very, very cool. But it's called Don't Jealous. And they said that this part in particular she was kind of like showing sign language that was both offensive and also just inaccurate when it comes to the deaf community and deaf culture.
So a little bit of insensitivity there.
Insensitivity reigned, this part in particular. And the deaf community, instead of actually being quite reactive, they responded in a really lovely way of saying, you know what, we want to give you some lessons, some training and sensitivity when it comes to our community. Because yesterday we heard when the two cultures, hearing and deaf community, come together, sometimes it's a little bit of like, we don't really know about each other, you know? So it's quite nice to see that they've taken a great approach to say, come sit down. Let's show you the way.
And especially after yesterday, I mean, we had a first-hand experience to talk to some of the people that are literally impacted by some of these issues right now and some of these challenges. And you don't realize how difficult it must be to live being limited by such an important sense. I mean, think of something like music. How do you get music? Do you feel it? Are you still entertained by it? We were talking about the silent walk, which is an incredible opportunity for us to really experience what it's like to not have that sense and then still experience. So learn so much and learn so many ways in which these incredible individuals are showing up in a world that doesn't really truly understand. And I think that needs to change.
And the extension of grace to me is really what I was surprised by, because you have every right to be like, hey girl, don't do this. But they actually took the approach of, let's actually have this a moment of learning together. And I thought that was really beautiful. So I hope Makati does take up some sign language training and make sure that she also knows exactly what is going on with those hard of hearing. So that's the end of your entertainment news.
Nicely done. Absolutely loved it, Mzansi. If you have any other crazy stories you want to share or discuss with us, then come through on our socials, because that's where we like to be.